Hi there, I'm Gabby and welcome. So the silly season, well, it's done and it's a new year, but is it going to be a whole new you? Are you ready to make a change and stop the appearance of ageing in its tracks? Are you ready to reduce deep lines, that pigmentation, smooth out the wrinkles and lift your eyelids? Well, good, because we are about to spend the next hour with the creator of One Truth 818. So stay tuned because the serum in this bottle is created from Nobel Prize-winning breakthroughs. It represents $33 million in research and 11 years of investigation. Now, the active ingredient in One Truth 818 has been tested against, get this, 350,000 other compounds, and the ingredient itself is 200 times more powerful than any other discovered ingredient. Take a moment to think about that. It's powerful. We will hear from the award-winning molecular biologist, big mouthful there, Dr. Bill Andrews. We're going to listen to people who have trialled the product. Now take a look at the amazing results. Well, we'll show you those a little bit later in the show. And of course, we have an amazing offer for you. Today, when you buy a big bottle of the serum or the atomizer, you are going to get the smaller size for free. Now, while stocks last, it is an incredible deal and it is time to meet the founder, Rachel DeGuire. Welcome.
Hi, Gabby. So lovely to be here. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. New year, new you, maybe?
I think so. You know, and what I've come to actually share with you is because we come up with all these like really highfalutin, really hard to achieve resolutions sometimes, yeah. I am always coming at you to, first and foremost, educate because it's, you know, learn new things, but also to simplify your life. Simplify your life and make you feel better while we're doing it.
And that's what it's all about, really, is using something that's simple to use, but it's got to be effective. It's got to work.
Got to be effective.
You've got results, and we are going to go through them. But the gentleman who started it all was Dr. Bill Andrews. He is a molecular biologist, and let's take a listen to what he says about this discovery.
Telomeres are the very tips of your chromosomes. Your chromosomes are where your genes are. They're encoded on a molecule called DNA. Well, DNA is like a long string of beads. And think of these long string of beads as a shoelace. The beads are called bases, and a typical chromosome is about, or a typical DNA molecule inside a chromosome is about 100 million bases in length. Well, think of that as a shoelace, as I said. The caps on your shoelaces are the same as the telomeres on your chromosomes. So on this long string of beads, the very tips of these things are called telomeres. And they protect your chromosomes the same way that the caps on your shoelaces protect your shoelaces.
I mean, science is incredible, Rachel. Tell us a little bit about, you know, how this all came about.
Yeah, I mean, as you just heard from Dr. Bill Andrews, telomere shortening is the ageing process. Now, how Dr. Bill was involved in all of this is he's actually the guy who discovered a gene that can re-lengthen telomeres.
Wow.
You know, we're talking about, like you were really hearing it from the horse's mouth back there when it comes to that. And I have learnt so much from Bill. I had my own skincare clinic for 10 years. Turns out I did not know what the ageing process was. You know, there was a massive light bulb moment that went off when I learnt what the ageing process was, because it then meant that I could actually tackle it better, because most of us are doing the exact opposite of what science tells us. So Dr. Bill Andrews just told you that every time a cell divides, telomeres shorten, and that's how a cell ages. Now, I know some of you are sitting there going, I must have misheard that. It can't be right. It is right. Now, think about if you were to open your drawer upstairs, how many products there say increase cell turnover, speed up cell renewal, and you will have younger skin. It is the complete opposite. What they should say is your skin will feel a little bit smoother, but what we're actually doing is accidentally aging you faster by speeding that up.
Okay, so other products and other brands are accidentally aging because they don't have the TAM 818. What they're doing is trying to remove the skin surface to try and bring out more aged skin?
Well, yes, they say we're going to bring younger skin to the surface, right? What they're not telling you is that that next layer of skin that comes to the surface is older than the layer that you just removed.
Okay, so by using your product, we're talking about 2 pumps twice a day, and we're talking about it going into the telomeres.
It goes right into the cell. So we're talking about epigenetic science here. So we know that telomere shortening is the ageing process. It's the root cause of ageing. We've used Dr. Bill Andrews' discoveries to go into the root cause of ageing, switch on a gene to express an enzyme that undoes the ageing process.
Wow.
It re-lengthens those telomeres.
Okay, so this is where, when we have a look at the results, and I had a look at them, some of them before the show, they're incredible, where you are getting true anti-aging.
Correct. And, you know, you will notice, I'm not trying to sell you an eye cream, a neck cream, one for lifting, one for pigmentation. I don't need to, because when you correct the root cause of ageing, you actually take care of all of the visible signs of ageing with one product.
Okay.
Because your skin looks old because it's aged. You make your skin younger, guess what? Everything about it looks younger.
Incredible. So we're talking about a product that can be used for the ladies, for the fellas. What about different stages in your life? If you've got a little bit of blemishy skin, if you've got menopausal skin.
Oh, menopausal skin. Yeah, people are addicted to this with menopause for so many reasons. But, I mean, I would say anyone from, say, 35 up is going to want to be having that magical molecule, TAM818, on their skin. And that is the molecule that activates the telomerase gene.
Okay.
You want re-lengthened telomeres, there's only one way to get it, and it's by switching on the telomerase gene. It doesn't sound that easy to do, does it? No. Hey, just switch a gene on and you'll be fine. It's not easy. No. Bill spent $33 million and over 11 years of research just to find TAM818.
Incredible.
He's still been going for 10 years and actually still hasn't found anything better than this.
Wow.
So that's a good testament to how powerful TAM818 is.
And of course, you two teamed up to create this hero product, which is really, really fabulous for everyone out there today. Let's take a little listen to accidentally aging, because most of us have done it at some stage or the other, or are currently doing it.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, from what we knew until the signs of now.
Exactly.
It's all that we knew. So let's take a little listen to accidentally aging.
Cell division equals aging. Yet many products damage your skin by increasing cell turnover in order to bring younger and fresher cells to the surface faster. Without knowing it, you could be accidentally aging your skin faster. One Truth 818 goes to the root cause of aging, supporting telomere health and cell lifespan with the power of TAM818. Clinically and dermatologically proven. Real results. Real people. When it comes to anti-aging, there is only one truth. One Truth 818.
Well, I'm guilty of trialling out stuff that accidentally aged my skin because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I'd been reading about it, seen stuff on social media, all the magazines. So I went off and I saw a specialist, and I did have some laser treatment done. And boy, oh boy, did my face explode, and it was just swollen and it was awful. And it was, yeah, very red and felt so burnt. And I didn't realise that I was aging my skin. I thought by blasting off that skin, I'm bringing the new, fresh skin out. I didn't realise I'm bringing older.
That's what you were told. And I still remember, because that's the first time that I met you, Gabby. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And so Gabby walks into the studio, and I had just filmed a show. And Kate, one of our other gorgeous presenters, she had just learnt so much.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
Gabby walks in with a red face.
Yes.
Could barely talk. You were so sore and swollen. And you actually said this is half the size it was. And Kate actually looked at me and goes, do we tell her now, Rachel, or do you? And I said, how about we just wait a few weeks, and then I will gift Gabby some cream.
And she did, and you gifted me that cream.
To try to help correct it.
I'm in love with this brand.
But you didn't know that you
didn't.
Like, violence on your skin is what professionals are telling you to do. They're saying, remove that face, grow a new one, and you'll be happy as Larry. But it doesn't work that way, because the new face is older.
Wow, incredible. So we're talking about the simplicity that, you know, I've fallen in love with, that all of your, we'll call them, you know, your cult users, because once you try this product and you see the results and you know how simple and easy it is to use with zero dermatological reactions.
Yes, yeah.
From all of your testing.
It's very, very rare for someone to have a reaction. And when we did our independent clinical trials on 100 people, 100% had no adverse reactions. So of 100 people, nobody actually reacted to it. So Gabby's got some serum there on her hands. Now, I pop it between my fingers, rub it together, and smooshy smoosh over my face, my eyes, my neck.
The face.
Yeah, and when I say eyes, I actually mean right over the eyelids as well. And the more before and afters you see, I want you to check out the eyelids because the eyelids have lifted due to the increase in elastin production. So it's non-sensitizing and non-irritating around the eye area. Go right over the eyes, right down the neck. 2 pumps twice a day.
2 pumps twice a day. It is simple, it is easy to use. We're talking about the whole complete thing takes 30, 40 seconds.
It does.
And then, of course, if you wanted to put sun cream on top of it, you can.
Please do. Yes.
Makeup?
Yeah, and makeup, anything. Once you have, I call it telomerizing, right? So once you have telomerized your skin, then you can move on. And yes, you 100% should be wearing an SPF. Now, this 50ml bottle lasts 8 to 10 weeks. Today, I'm gifting you an extra 30% serum.
Wow.
So that's an extra third. So we're talking about a good few months of trialling the most proven anti-aging skincare that you could ever get your hands on.
And when you look at the value for money, we're talking about, look, approximately 3 months worth of product here for $299. Think about all the stuff that you've purchased in the past. When you're buying a neck cream, when you're buying a night serum, when you're buying a day cream, a regular moisturiser, when you're buying that lip cream, when you're buying that specialised, you know, face mask and all the rest.
You've got the brightening treatments, you've got the lifting.
All of that. You're talking about hundreds, if not into the thousands of dollars. You're talking about techniques, you're talking about time, you're talking about, this is simplicity, but this is science meets skincare. This is One Truth 818, and the value here today is exceptional. Should be $394 every day, and that is really reasonable for what you're getting.
For all you need.
$299 you are saving today. You've also got the part payments if you wanted to use those, but get onto that bottom of the screen, write down that website, write down the phone number, or grab your phone and hit the QR code, and you are going to be getting, well, a product that works, a product that's easy, a product you can be sharing with your partner.
Yeah. Oh, hide it. Because that extra 30% will be gone like that. That's probably one of the biggest complaints I get is, oh, my partner discovered my One Truth 818. Good thing, bad thing, pros and cons. You would have seen also there's another deal there on the atomizers as well. So when you buy the pro-sized atomizer, and this is our summer deal, when you buy the pro-sized atomizer, I'm going to gift you over 40% more atomizer for free.
Incredible.
And that's the 50ml one there. Now this also, everything you hear us saying about telomeres and TAM818, these products have the same amount of TAM818 in them as our hero serum. And people particularly love it in the summer. Talking about everyone's getting hot flushes in the summer, not just those of us who are having hot flushes, right? So it's very, very cooling, really anti-inflammatory. And let's say that you have got a skincare routine that you love, you can easily just pop this into it and get that TAM818 onto your skin.
Okay, it is also the 120ml atomizer, and of course you're getting the free 50ml. It is the atomizer that has that magic in it, and it's simple to use. You just saw then I sprayed it on top of my makeup, but of course if you're using it barefaced, pop that on and then pop a little bit of moisturiser on top.
Absolutely, yep, it's oil-free, so you're still going to need some moisturiser so that you've got some protection on your face, but you would just, on a clean face, spritz, and then you could put your moisturiser, your SPF or your makeup, and you have telomerized for the day. The really important thing is to telomerize twice a day.
Okay, so we've got the serum, we've got the atomizer, and it could be morning and night, you know, it's up to you, but the magic ingredient is really about, you know, the results and how it works. And of course, we're going to have a little listen to some testimonials, because these are customers who have come into you and sort of said, look, I want to sing the praises of your brand because the results are real. Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen and hear what another happy customer has to say.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that by using One Truth 818, I'll be able to actually reverse time with my skin and hopefully smooth out my aging bits. And I've got a lot of blemishes that I'd also like to get rid of, so hopefully we'll see how we go.
My name is Anila and I'm 44 years old. Oh, just so simple. Just literally out of the shower, couple of pumps, slap it on. It was amazing. So pretty much straight away, I noticed my pores just starting to get a lot smaller and the actual texture of my skin just smoothing out. And that was within the first week, actually. just the simplicity. I just love not having a million zillion bottles and knowing that there was just one thing I needed to do morning and night, and yeah, so simple. Looking at the before and after pictures and just seeing the difference in, you know, wrinkles, the smoothness of the skin. We're going to continue on and see how many years I can take off.
Would you really be wondering about the next year?
100%, 100%.
Anila's skin just looked so much more vibrant.
Yes.
The vibrancy, but she also talked about, you know, the pigmentation, which is a big one for me.
Yeah.
And for a lot of, you know, people as we are aging, the little bits and pieces pop up that weren't there before. So how do the active ingredients work?
So the reason why it's kind of around that 40s age, right? When all those age spots and sunspots that you didn't even know existed start going, hello. Now, age spots happen, as the word would suggest, because your skin cells have aged. So the telomeres have shortened, the cells have become really old. So it means that the cells that produce the pigmentation, the melanocytes, have aged. So they are no longer very good at producing an even amount of pigmentation. So you can actually make those cells younger again too. So it's the best pigmentation treatment ever.
Love that. Now, Lorraine, we're looking at Lorraine there. I can see that softening of those fine lines, particularly on the upper eyelid and then down the bottom, the crow's feet. Her skin looks softer. Look, that to me looks like, was that taken 5 years ago?
It does.
You know,
and you were very kind calling them fine lines. I would sort of say they were, you know, a little bit deep, more intense than fine. And my point is, not to be mean to Lorraine, I didn't mean that at all, but most products can take care of fine lines. However, this can take care of deep set lines.
Wow, look at that.
Because your skin is becoming younger. So Trudy's neck has been lifted. Wow. It has been plumped from the inside out because her cells started producing collagen again. The elastin has lifted it. The whole texture and the entire look of her neck has changed.
The texture has changed. It looks smoother skin. Again, it almost looks, if you did the before and after, you'd sort of go, well, that's a few years before. That one's been taken, right?
Yeah, correct. Now, this is what I mean by true anti-aging skincare, because your skin actually looks younger. Now, this is a great one. So the Atomiser that we're looking at today, which we've got an offer on, Maria Alejandra Requena, she's an Emmy award-winning journalist.
Wow.
So she had tried everything, things that cost thousands of US dollars, and nothing worked. So she got the Atomiser. I didn't even know she was doing this. It was really cute. She spritzed it on her décolleté for 4 months and transformed it.
My gosh.
No other product she'd ever tried or treatment had been able to correct the pigmentation on her décolleté.
And I've got to say, you said award-winning journalist. Journalists are normally pretty sceptical about most things. They like to...
She's very savvy. Yeah, she's a very intelligent woman.
That just does not even look like it would be the same person. I mean, the colour of the skin's different, the texture, the reddening has dulled. There's brightness and vibrancy and life to the after. That the skin has improved, no doubt. The age spots have softened. A lot of them have gone away.
Like I just, you know, the melanocytes have gotten old, and those are the ones spewing the pigment.
Wow.
They've gotten younger.
Well,
so they're actually controlling themselves now.
It's the results that show. It's the results that people are absolutely falling in love with this brand, and it's their must-have, which is why when the deals are here today, we're going to get to that in a moment. You've got the large size and the regular size. The regular size might be the one that you want to pop in your handbag. It might be the one that you want to pop in your travel bag when you're going away. And remember, you don't need 10 different products, and particularly 10 different products that don't work. We're talking about One Truth 818. We're talking about 11 years of research. We're talking about award-winning molecular biologists that actually came up with the science and has combined it with this brand to bring you a product that works in only a matter of weeks. We're talking about One Truth 818. Buy the big one, get the small one for free. Buy the 50 ml serum and get the 15 mils free. Should be $394. It's $299 today. You can also save that $95 or use the 4 interest-free payments. It is the new year and maybe the bills are rolling in. Maybe go the interest-free.
I love Afterpay and Zip. I use them all the time.
Makes it so easy. But the Atomiser, you saw in a matter of weeks the difference in that skin. I mean, the data doesn't lie, does it? The photos don't lie,
No,
right?
no.
Before and
Particularly when
after.
someone else has supplied them to me to tell me their success story.
Look at how fabulous the results. So we're talking about getting the large atomizer and the small for free. So it's $189 spend today. I think it's $189 investment today. Investment in rewinding.
Well, if you were to go into a clinic and say, look at this décolleté, what's it going to take and what's it going to cost to get rid of this? They're not going to be giving you a price tag of $189.
Will be, trust me, because I tried it with my face, thousands of dollars and very invasive and often, depending on what they do, often time off work.
Yes.
Right? Because of the different the things that have to happen after that process. So in your home, not down at the clinic, in the comfort of your own home, 2 pumps twice a day.
And here's the biggie, it is not aging you faster, like some of those treatments are. 2 pumps twice a day. It is your eye cream, your neck cream, your day cream, your pigmentation treatments, your hydrating treatments. You can see the beautiful velvet gel texture. It's got macadamia oil, jojoba oil, sunflower oil. I've only used the esters, so it is not greasy. It sinks immediately into the skin. It feels like a beautiful velvet sort of primer. So in this warmer weather, you're not trying to put something thick and occlusive on your skin. It doesn't need that. It just needs this all-in-one, which is the most effective anti-aging treatment that you would ever have met.
And
I
look,
promise.
it just absorbs so rapidly. If you are one of the girls or one of the guys that wants to put your makeup on, you can pop your makeup on top of it, you can pop your sun cream on top of it. And of course, if you are going to get both, and I think it's a great investment, you are going to have months worth of product where you can take some in your bag, spritz yourself over the top of your makeup to give yourself a freshen up, and of course, feel fabulous. It's about the new year, and it's about kick-starting new habits.
This is an easy resolution. You know, I'm not having to go to the gym every day. I'm not having to save $5,000 to do treatments that I think will work but won't. Or, you know, literally just change the skincare that you use, minimise the skincare that you use, save time, lose wrinkles.
Save time, get results. Let's hear about, well, some other happy customers and their experience with this product.
Hi, I'm Hayley and I'm 44 years old. At week 5, I had 2 different people on 2 occasions tell me that I looked young for my age, which I haven't heard anyone say since I turned 40. And then in the same week, I had a video call with my husband and he asked if I had a filter on, and I didn't. And so I was thinking, that's 3 comments this week. Maybe it's my One Truth 818 serum. Well, very early on, like in the first week, I could definitely feel that my skin was more hydrated. It had that soft, plump feel. And I actually did my own little photos at the different stages to see the progress. And at week 1, I took some photos, or 1 week in, and then again 6 weeks later, and then just yesterday. And I had a really careful comparison on the computers. And I could definitely conclude, it was slight, but my wrinkles were definitely deeper set in the earlier one. And so I found that really telling, and it made me wonder what another 8 weeks would do. Yeah, because you can see more shading in there because the skin's hanging lower.
Yeah, that's how you know, like, the gravity is there.
Yeah.
Because of the shadow. So
and I can see more of my lid there.
And of course, it was a finalist in some very prestigious awards. Why? Because the results show. We're talking about science meets skincare, Rachel.
We are, you know, and it's been a big irk of mine that the skincare industry is actually not following science, which has been there for decades. They've been giving you information which has been having you accidentally age your skin faster. So now that I have shared with you what the aging process is, you can make some better decisions about how to look after your skin and the way you look and the way you feel.
Yeah, and it is. Look, when you do feel better about yourself, it's like anything. It's like, you know, your energy is different. You know, you feel, well, I do anyway. I always feel better about myself. I feel like I look like I've had a good night's sleep. I've been on a holiday and maybe you know, look 5 years younger. That's what I want.
Winning.
But can I ask, if I had a little bit of a zhuzh up, if I'd had a little bit of work or some other anti-aging stuff, can I still use this?
Anyone can use it. And look, if you're sitting there gulping, thinking, oh my gosh, I just had microneedling or a laser or something, far out, please use it, you know, because you can undo the damage. That's the thing. If you have got sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, my telomeres are way shorter than they should be, you can switch on that telomerase gene, express that enzyme and re-lengthen them again. It is never too late.
Okay, so it's not too late. Now, this is for the girls, it's for the guys, it's for any age group or any stage of your life that your skin may be in. But the results are really where, you know, everybody is singing your brand's praises, because we're talking about smoother skin. Yeah. We're talking about the reduction of fine lines and quite deep lines, I've got to say, in some cases.
It does. Like I said, and most people can't say that about deep lines. When we did our independent testing at Abbott's Laboratories on 100 people, 90% noticed an improvement in skin roughness and wrinkle depth within 2 weeks.
Wow.
And 92 an improvement in skin hydration levels within 2 weeks. Nobody had any reactions to the serum.
Incredible.
Nobody at all.
Incredible. So to recognise that you can see results is outstanding.
Yeah.
To see them on the before and afters of other people is really quite jaw-dropping. But to be able to get this product home with free delivery, getting the bonuses and the value that you're getting, this is a value use product. Like when you look at the cost of spend of expensive serums, you've got eye creams, you've got neck creams, you've got, you know, masks and day creams and all sorts of different things. This is a one product use. It's simple, it's quick, it's effective.
It is super effective, you know, and even without the 30% extra free serum, the over 40% extra free atomizer, the value is here. And the value is here because it works.
Absolutely. Here it is. Here's the deal. It's buy one, get one free. It's buy the big, get the small for free. It is the 50ml serum and it is getting the 15ml serum should be $3.94. It's $299. You can use the after payments. You know, it is the new year. I know everyone's had bills, but it's new year, it's new you. This is your chance to take this time to reward yourself. Get something that's going to work. Take a before and after photo, but also, how about getting the atomizer? Buy the large atomizer and get the small 50ml free, so you're getting 30% at no extra charge. Is that right?
Yeah, over 40%.
Over 40%.
On the
it just gets better.
Yeah.
At only $189, you are saving $87 today, and you are, of course, getting free delivery. Rachel, for anyone who's sitting on the fence, what would you say? Just give it a try?
Give it a try. This is different. You've probably already got the gist of how different this is. Different skincare, different result.
Time for the new you, new year. Get the product, get it home, free delivery, and try it out. Take a photo, take a before photo, because 4 weeks comes around really quickly. We want to see the results.
One Truth 818 is revolutionising the world of skincare. It contains TAM 818, the most expensive active ingredient in the world that is patented and exclusive to One Truth 818. Independent clinical trials in Italy showed reversals of the major signs of aging on 100 volunteers in as little as 2 weeks. 11 years of research and $33 million invested by award-winning microbiologist Dr. Bill Andrews, PhD, and his team at Sierra Sciences led to the discovery of the TAM 818 molecule. This active ingredient is the strongest of over 350,000 other compounds tested. It's so powerful that it's scientifically proven in vitro to slow down the aging process. The discovery of telomeres, the protective caps of our chromosomes that shorten as we age, redefined the aging process and was awarded a Nobel Prize in Physiology. Dr. Bill Andrews then went on to discover human telomerase, the enzyme that re-lengthens telomeres and reverses and stops the aging process. One Truth 818 is the only skincare system in the world using TAM 818 and endorsed by Dr. Andrews. It was created by Rachel Degas, a skin expert who many are calling the pioneer of epigenetic skincare. She is credited for her work in conducting the largest ever topical telomerase activation studies. You only need to use the smallest amount. It is extremely potent. It can replace several products, including neck creams, eye creams, lip creams, moisturizers, and pigmentation treatments, which saves you time and makes this serum even more affordable. It's time to discover One Truth 818, stemming from Nobel Prize-winning science, and treat your skin like never before. Reverse, correct, and prevent with One Truth 818, the world's biggest scientific skincare breakthrough. Stop the appearance of aging in its tracks with One Truth 818.
Welcome back. Now, if you've just joined us, we are talking about a product that can stop ageing in its tracks. Rachel, incredible.
It is. It's really different. You know, I often say that other products are just mopping up the mess that ageing has made. And that's why if you go to a beauty counter, they're quite often saying, OK, Gabby, you'll need this one as a moisturiser, this one as an eye cream. You know, they'll even differentiate. This one's lifting, this one's smoothing. And it's like, just stop. You know, we go to the root cause of ageing, which is telomere shortening. Correct that, fix the problem. But we also have exclusively patented technology which can reverse the ageing from within the cell.
Wow.
So it is proven that TM818 can actually make your skin cells younger. Now, why is that important? Because a young cell behaves in a different manner, right? If you have aged at all, you know that what I'm saying is the truth, right? An older cell behaves in a very different manner. So a young cell is going to produce collagen, it's going to produce elastin, and a really beautiful, even amount of pigmentation. Right? Now, between those long telomeres and the cells that die, there's old age in there, right? And so those short and critically short telomeres are the ones that can't produce collagen, can't produce elastin. They're vomiting pigment to the surface of the skin. Right? They're the ones that are making you look old. TM818 preferentially lengthens those ones first.
Wow.
So that is why you get quite a fast result. And I'm often asked, is it too late for me? By ladies, they look at me and they think I'm older than you, so is it too late for me? The answer is emphatically no. Theoretically, you've got more short telomeres than me, so the TM818 is going to activate the telomerase in those even faster. So you may actually see a faster result than, say, your daughter, who you might gift one to if you're feeling generous.
Okay, so let's take a little look at some of the results, because the results are incredible. We've got, you know, customers sending in photos before and afters. Here's the first one. We're talking about 30 days smoother, far less, you know, the
pigmentation has really diminished.
Pigmentation's diminished.
Yeah, and this is actually one from Abbott Labs. So this was taken with medical equipment. Like, that's why the photo is so clear. And you can see what a difference happened in 30 days. Now, this is just using the serum, 2 pumps, twice a day.
Easy.
Nothing else.
Absolutely.
Very easy.
So easy. How about the vibrancy with Felicity? Look, that honestly, I talk about 5 years. That photo, the after, looks like a 10-year-old photo.
Really phenomenal. Now, this is why we don't bring Felicity in until you understand the science.
Yes.
Because otherwise you look at it and you go,
right.
how?
Yeah.
But when you go to the root cause of ageing, remember I said it takes care of every visible sign of ageing? You can see how Felicity's skin has literally lifted.
Oh, totally.
Right? The elastin is kicked in.
Totally.
The collagen is being produced, so it is plumping the skin from the inside out. The gels have lifted. Also, you know, the young cells versus old cells.
Yeah.
Young cells function better, which is why the dark circles have gone.
I was just going to say the dark circles, but what
They're
about
clearing the toxin.
lines down the side of her nose, the labials that run down to the face? It honestly, she looks 10
It's like
years
the
younger.
gravity has been taken away. Right? You know, so the shadowing and the hangingness of the gravity.
She looks great.
Has been pulled back.
She looks sensational. I've got to say, Esther looks a lot younger.
She's
so
your daughter.
Oh!
Yes. Yeah.
I
So
didn't
she
know
was
that.
like late 30s, and do you know what it was for her? She looked at her forehead and said, these are settling in for life, aren't they? Because people don't expect their skin to look younger. Do you know what I mean? You think, I've got these, now they're just going to get worse. Because that's life.
Her forehead is smoother. Her skin is brighter. It's more vibrant. It's more radiant. The dark around the under eyes as well, I'm going to say. Just generally, she looks healthier and younger.
Does. Yep. And the lines she didn't like have disappeared.
Hallelujah.
Yep.
It's a hallelujah moment, and it's yours with this deal. So buy the big one, get the small one for free. So you're buying the 50ml hero product. It's the serum, and you're getting the 15ml free for $299. You are saving $95 today, and it is a new year. We understand. We've all got bills. We're paying off all those Chrissy bits and pieces. So use the 4 interest-free payments. Get this at home and just get started. It's that simple. How about the atomizer? We're talking about the same active ingredient. We're talking about the beautiful spritz that you can pop on over the top of your makeup. Take it with you if you're having a bit of a hot moment. Give yourself a bit of a zhuzh up with that spritz. And of course, you're getting that today. Should be $286 for $189. Buying the 120, getting the 50ml free, which you said is just over 40% of extra product for free.
It is for the atomizer. And you know, the atomizer is going to replace your toner, your niacinamide serums, your hyaluronic acid serum. So you're going to get really amazing value out of that. And the serum, I'm giving you 30% free.
Okay, you're buying this, you're getting 30% free, you're getting it delivered for free, you've got the opportunity to use those part payments. It's the new you, it's the new year, it's your chance to do something simple but see the results. So take a photo when you receive this at home, because 4 weeks comes around really quickly.
It really does. And look, you know, I get it. It's a relaxed time of year. This might be the first time you've actually ever seen a show that we've done and you thought, oh my gosh, I wish I had heard about this before. It is never too late to start. Wherever you are on that journey of ageing with your skin, today's the best day to start. Because today's the day you can start going backwards.
We love it. We absolutely love this brand, and the testimonials are incredible. So let's take a little listen to what Robin thinks about the brand.
My name is Robin and I am 43 years old. I'm really looking forward to trying it out. I've heard good things about these products, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do for me.
One Truth 818 serum was super easy to use. It literally took a few seconds to rub in morning and night. Really quick and easy. My husband told me he thought my skin was looking better, and one of my sons told me that he thought my redness had gone down, which was one of the things I was hoping for, so that was really good. My skin was so much better hydrated. Like, I naturally have quite dry skin, and I've noticed a huge difference in that, which has been great. I haven't needed to use my moisturiser so much. Pretty much I use my One Truth 818 serum, rub it in, and that's been it. It's made a big improvement for the dryness of my skin especially, yeah. I would definitely recommend One Truth 818 to my friends, absolutely.
So the anti-aging tech, you know, that's really, really important, but also how your skin looks, feels and behaves, Rachel.
Yeah.
So the TAM 818 is the magic ingredient, but you've combined it with exceptional skincare.
It's a very luxurious formula in the serum. Like I said, there's jojoba, macadamia, plant phospholipids. We import all the ingredients from France and Germany. That's why it feels so divine and is just so gorgeous to use. But that TAM 818 is the world's most potent telomerase activating molecule ever discovered.
Wow.
And if you missed a little bit of the science, let me just tell you, the only way to get younger skin is to lengthen your telomeres again, which are the protective caps on the end of your DNA. And the only way to do that is to activate the telomerase enzyme within that gene. So TAM 818 is 200 times stronger than anything else that has ever been proven to have any effect whatsoever on that telomerase gene.
Wow.
So it was the 314,818th molecule that Dr. Bill Andrews tested. So TAM, telomerase activating molecule, 818. But we have no competition. There is nothing else out there that can actually make a skin cell younger or to the potency of this.
Incredible. So it really is an incredibly exclusive brand, and we're really proud to have it here today. But let's take a listen to the expert, Dr. Bill Andrews, about what he has to say about his discovery.
Well, we've been working now since 1999. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to look for chemicals and natural products and practically anything that will get inside of human cells in a petri dish and turn on the gene for telomerase. We have tested, we first developed a very high throughput screening assay that we could test cells with, so we can test like 4,000 different chemicals a day, looking for something that would, when added to human cells in a petri dish, and then let the cells incubate for 24 hours, then the next day break open the cells and ask, did those cells produce telomerase? We have an assay that allows us to do this 4,000 times a day, all robotic and stuff. And so we started testing all kinds of chemicals at random. We tested over 300,000 different chemicals, actually found 900 of them would actually induce the production of telomerase at low levels. And we were able to then look at the structures of all these chemicals, or at least our medicinal chemists looked at the structures of all these chemicals. In a very short period of time, we ended up finding stuff that, at least one chemical that was 16%. We found a lot that were like 10%, 12%, but one was 16% of what we need, and we called that TAM 818, telomerase activating molecule 818. And that's our strongest In fact, it's the strongest chemical on the planet right now for inducing telomerase.
Well, you heard it from the scientist. We're talking about an active ingredient that is packed in both the serum and the atomizer.
Correct.
How are we using it?
It is so easy. So if you are talking about the serum, we're talking about 2 pumps twice a day. Now, I'm only going to put 1 pump on the back of my hand because the little goes such a long way. But I literally put it between my fingers, smoosh it around, and I will just take this and go right over my whole face, eyes and neck area. And I'm going to put it right on my eyelids because you've seen all the eyelids, how they've lifted.
Yes.
So do use this as your eye cream. It couldn't be easier. If you're going for the atomizer, look, this is great for someone who goes, I already love my skincare routine because I love the smell, the feel. My friend gives it to me for free, whatever it is. But you really need TAM 818 in your life. On a clean face, you are going to spritz. You've telomerazed your face, right?
Okay.
And then you can put your makeup, your sun protection, whatever. But the important thing is that you activate telomerase twice a day.
Beautiful.
Whether you want to do that with something which becomes your entire routine, whether you want to add this into your existing routine, or if you've got the biggest budget in the world, you can use them both together.
Biggest budget in the world. Think about what you've spent, what's in your top drawer, your cabinet, or your makeup bag, or your
so much on
overnight
things
bag
that
at
don't
home.
work.
If you had all of those things, not to mention the time to put all the different things on at different times, and you forget and all the rest. This is simple. It's easy, but it's effective. You are getting the results. We're talking about science meets skincare. We're talking about a product that is 2 pumps twice a day. We're talking about break it down. If you were to buy this, and we're talking roughly 3 months worth of product, work it out per day what it's costing you compared to what you've invested in previously. This is an investment in, well, reversing the clock.
Yeah. I mean, nothing else has got such a body of evidence that they can actually promise that it is going to do good for your skin, that it is proven to make your skin younger. And to me, that is the truth of an anti-aging product. When you look at someone like Felicity, who we just saw, does she look younger?
Yes, she does.
From when she started
using it?
using
Yes, she does, ma'am.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that is anti-aging.
And it's the testimonials that we love hearing. We love hearing about success stories because really it just makes people feel a whole lot better about themselves. Let's take a little listen to, well, another happy customer.
Hi there, I'm Claire and I am 46 years old.
Mika, I've been using the serum for 8 weeks.
Hi, I'm Claire, I'm 47 years old.
Melanie, and I'm 48 years old.
Really straightforward. Yep, just wash your face and then put it on.
It really cut down the number of different processes in my morning and nighttime routine. Basically, there was nothing else.
It eliminates a lot of other products that we use daily, so having one amazing product is wonderful.
It was about around the 6-week mark that I kind of, when I put it on, I just noticed that my skin felt really smooth, and I've got a lot of sun damaged skin. Like I've got a lot of sunspots, and they were just like a lot lighter and just a lot smoother.
I have noticed a big difference in the lines around my lips, as well as a reduction in my pigmentation.
They're still there, but like even like not wearing foundation now, like you can only, they're really light, and I just see them, so I'm quite happy just to not worry about wearing foundation.
The absolute best thing about using One Truth 818 serum was how quickly the results came through. I didn't know what to expect, and so I was so surprised and delighted to see that like 2 weeks in, I could notice a whole host of changes within my skin.
You get a lot of hydration and that glowy, like plumpliness of your face.
Products, it just felt really nice. Like it feels really good on your skin.
I always feel it just hydrating your skin instantly when you apply it.
Smoother, softer, but somehow more robust skin, if that makes sense. It's feeling less delicate. It feels plump and strong.
And I'd definitely be recommending it to them, especially for the fine lines around the eyes like mine.
The simplicity of just using one product is wonderful.
I'd 100% recommend One Truth 818 to everyone. I know it's easy and it's enormously effective. Yeah.
I love the product. I would like to keep using it afterwards. It's definitely the best product I've ever used.
Definitely get some today.
Well, it is the new year, and the new year, new you. This is a product that can change how your skin looks, how you feel about your skin, but also it can change, you know, in my opinion, if I'm just using this, which I now am, I'm saving a lot of money by not buying all those other things that take so long to do and different times and pills and this and that and all the rest. It's saving me a hell of a lot of time, but my skin has visibly improved.
Yes, and I think we were talking about that before in the break, weren't we? So how so many things you want to do to yourself, and it's adding another layer or adding another product or spending more money or spending more time. This actually minimalises it all, but gives you that better result because it is all science-based. I'm not just trying to sell you a product for the sake of it or taking someone else's idea and putting it in a new fragrance. You know, we have gone to the root cause of ageing and worked with a molecular biologist to correct that. There is just nothing else on the market or even in existence that can do that for you. And that's why I, hand on heart, feel so confident saying, try this for yourself. Get a new skin story. Get a new skin journey. You know, like Esther going, oh my gosh, these wrinkles are here for life now, are they? No. No.
Not if you've got this.
They don't have to be. They don't have to be. You know, if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm really beyond it, you are not. It is never too late to start because you can always have younger skin.
And vibrancy is the other thing that I really see in the before and afters. And look, you know, you sell this product around the globe. There are people that are buying it everywhere. We've got award-winning journalists, we've got actresses, we've got models. We've also got a lot of influencers that are grabbing hold of it and doing this whole, hey guys, you need to be buying this product. And they're using it all over their face, and particularly I've noticed on their lips, which is a big one, because we do get a lot of aging from you know, whether it's smoking, whether it's, you know, whatever it is.
We do, like little fine lines around our lips, just, you know, talking, smiling, you know, whatever it is. But yeah, so with the serum and of course the atomizer, it spritzes right over it. So both of these products can be taking care of your lips as well. You don't need to go out and spend more money on anything else, because if you want younger skin, this is the only way you can actually have biologically younger skin. So it takes care of all of those visible signs of ageing at once.
Science meets skincare, and then of course the independent clinical trials. How about the results with those? Incredible.
Yeah, they were, and you know, the neat thing was, it had nothing to do with us. 100 volunteers in Italy. The reports were posted to us. The doctors called it statistically significant. You know, it was really mind-blowing how when you actually crack behind science, Nobel Prize winning science, the difference it can make to how you look. You know, don't listen to the skincare industry anymore. The story is wrong. The science can now give you something that you deserve, which is something that is going to give you the skin that you have always longed for, and what better time to do it?
And how you look really can affect how you feel, and how you feel, it is the new year and it should be the new you. Have you ordered yours yet? If you haven't, jump onto the bottom of the screen, get that phone number, get the website, grab your phone, hit that QR code. It's your chance to buy the big serum. Get a small one for free for $2.99. Buy the atomizer, the large atomizer, 120 mils, and get the 50 mil free at $189. You are saving, you are getting free delivery, and of course you've got the part payments. Thank you, Rachel, and Happy New Year.
My pleasure. To you too.
Enjoy.